Good morning. Good morning. It's 1:37 now and 1:37 a.m. and I'm recording a weekly analysis for the pairs on my watch lists. So let's get straight into it and then analyze our pairs. Now, for those who watch last week's weekly analysis, you'd realize I had a bearish bias on XAUUSD and my mind switched. This is the thing about weekly analysis. If you are not in the community and receiving updates, you just take what I have said on my video and then go and implement it in your chats. And then I'm here to tell you that if you implement what I've said on YouTube without seeing updates, it's your account that will suffer. You understand? So during the week I had a change in mind on the direction price is going to go to, so I moved in accordance with the change in mind I had, and then yes, it resulted in positive results. So I'm going to try my best to go through this thoroughly before uploading, because I understand some people are depending on what I'm saying to have a direction in price. So yeah, that's about it. Let's get into it. So this is XAUUSD. You all know that. Let me first show you how I got into this trade. So this is Monday's trading day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now let me get rid of these numbers, sorry. Okay, so this is Friday, and Friday's close made me think market is going to continue going down. Why? Because this was a strong rejection when market this candle showed a strong rejection when market got here. But what I failed to see was that, and I thought that in my most recent upload, this is a consolidation zone, and everything market does, it starts from a consolidation zone, you understand, and then an expansion happens afterwards. So the consolidation happens, then the expansion happens. Now when the expansion happens, what happens after the expansion is price comes back to visit the order block that it left in that zone before it expanded, and it's usually found at the 50%, the 50 zone. I call it 50 zone, people call it 50% zone. So somewhere here, and there's the order block. However, we can use this, and you can see that price entered softly, entered the zone. Yes, entered the zone and then started going up. So let me clear this and show you how I had a change in mind. Monday's trading day, let's get to the 4 hour and then the 1 hour. Monday's trading day, this is Monday. Where's Monday? Yes, Monday's trading day showed me signs that price is going to continue going up, and then what confirmed it for me is the New York kill zone. It was going up during the 8:30 9 10 o'clock ranges. It came back down into this other block we are seeing here on the 1 hour time frame, and then from there I knew it was not going to go down all the way, because this other block is going to act as a for lack of word, let me use savior. It's going to act as a savior, saving price from going all the way down. You get me? So you take your entry at that other block, take profit here, or you leave it here. Of course it has happened already, so I can even extend it all the way here, you understand? But that's not what I want to be doing. So Monday's trading day gave us a hint on what price, on the direction price is likely going to go, and then we can see that after that time, that's the 9 o'clock, went 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, sorry, 1, yes, I was about to say 1 a.m. By 1 p.m. you can see the impulsive move up. So during this time I changed my mind. I was like, no, I think price is going to continue going up and it's not going to go down. Why? Because we can see impulsiveness in price. You get it? So let's go back to the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame, and when I was doing the analysis I actually marked here out and let me do the other block trick again. You would see clear. These concepts are so precise. You can see that the 50% level, the candles were not closing below the, you can see, yes, you can see that the 50% level, there's a reaction. The candles were not closing below that level. Understand? So we mark this out as our other block, or for um um well, for lack of word, let me use, for clear purposes, we can add this one, because market actually came and then tapped the high of this candle before going up. It didn't come all the way down, but that's not what we are trying to get into, so let's keep it simple. Now Monday's trading day was very bullish, and whilst I was doing the analysis, not now, whilst I was doing the analysis, I marked out Monday's high and Monday's low, and due to how the Monday's candle closed, you can see that it went all the way up, came down small, right? It didn't come all the way down like this candle. If it had done this, then you'd know that the next week is likely going to go deeper. It's going to go down rather than go up. You understand? It's going to try and reach for some liquidity resting below the marketplace, but it closed around the highest point in price. You understand? Okay, so knowing this, what do? We come back to the, let's go to the 4-hour first, and then we look for points in price where we think market is going to get to before it does what, it turns around. And then this would have been our point. The fair value gap will serve as a support in price. You understand? Great. I think I say you understand a lot. I say too much. I'm abusing that phrase or say word or say whatever. So how we know that this other block is going to hold is that it's around this zone. You get it? And then when you look on the lower time frame, apart from the 4-hour, when you go, let's say 3-hour, okay, let's go to 2-hour again, not again, let's go to 1 hour. Yes, per the way market was moving, right, I thought it was going to come all the way here to this other block before going up, but when price has already done its move up or its run up, it barely comes deep, it barely does a deep retracement. It just comes into the first support it can find most times, but other times too it goes deeper down. So it comes into the first support level it can find and then starts going upwards again. So it came all the way down. Tuesday came down, and then it started ranging. Then after Tuesday's ranging market, so Tuesday's evening, what did Tuesday's evening do? It started showing signs of wanting to go up. So you can see it from here, from 6 p.m, 7 p.m, 8 p.m, 9 p.m, 10, 11, 12. You can see that, right? Yes. And then this order block thing again, the interbank price delivery algorithm. You understand? So interbank price delivery algorithm states that whenever market wants to do a move, it starts from a consolidation, and then in the consolidation it leaves a level in that consolidation where price mostly visits, and that level is what we call order block, mostly found at the 50% level of the consolidation. So you can see 50% level, these candles are the order block. And why do we call it the order block? Was the last down close candles before the impulsive move upwards. So what you can see happening on Wednesday was that Wednesday came down small, went up again. I would have taken my entry here, or I took my entry here, and then because we are not clear on where price is trying to go, and you can see there's a resistance here too. Sorry about that. There's a resistance here too. So just leave take profit somewhere here, and then when we see further price action, then we can continue taking more orders. But it did this, came down around 1 a.m, went up 5, 6, 7 a.m, and then from the 8th, so the New York kill zone again, the New York kill zone came down, and then that move down told me, or from seeing that move down, I had a thought that okay, this is actually going to continue going up, because market has already showed signs of wanting to go up, and then this is the New York kill zone. What normally the New York kill zone is a retracement for a continuation, you understand? So it came down, took out this pool of liquidity, took it out, and then what started going up. It ranged a little and continued its ranging market until Thursday. Thursday came on. You can see the chase of this again, ranging, expansion, order block upwards. You see ranging, expansion, order block. So you can see that this was due to news. This was due to news events. So you can see long wicks. These wicks are meant to hunt the stops of traders. So traders who don't know how to set their stop losses will get hunted, and then they will lose their money. You understand? So came back down, and then what did they start doing? Started going upwards. I actually took a screenshot of it. Let me see when it was. Yes, this was when yes, exactly, this was when I did the analysis. Let me see. Yes, this is the first screenshot I took. Yes, then this was when it was unfolding. Yes, and then you can see the current results right now on the chart. So that's about it. So let's get rid of this chart. Let's get rid of these things. Let's go to the 1 week time frame. Yes, let's go to the 1 month first. Now, as I said, yes, so you see what I said on the daily. You recall what I said on the daily when I was analyzing the daily, that price closed close to the high of the candle, you understand? So it's just going to do a small retracement and continue going up. It's not going to do a deep retracement. You see, it's the same thing that we can see on the the monthly time frame, and price is fractal. So we expect price to do the same thing as doing on the lower time frame. We expect it to do the same thing on the on the higher time frame. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to mark these levels out, the low. So it didn't come all the way here, but I'll leave these things here. It aids my analysis, so I'll just leave them there. No need to be confused. So let me put it at the center, middle, sorry. PWL, PWH, previous week high. PWL, previous week low. Then what will happen is I'm going to go on the weekly time frame and then look for a zone or a spot in this. So you can see I marked out the order block here, then price hit it and then started doing what it has to do. So this is the range, right? This has already been tapped, so let's focus on this one. No, not PWH, PMH, previous month high, previous month low. And the reason why I've done this is that November will end today and then Monday will be December. So Monday will be December, yeah. So the new candle is what is going to speak. We are not going to focus on the new candle is what we'll focus on. So this November candle has become previous month. If it had not closed, we won't have done this, you understand? So previous month high, previous month low. Now in this previous month high and low, we can see the wicks in this high and low, and we can take them out. Sorry, mark them out. Feeling sleepy. Yes. Mark them out, and the high is what? 4226.97. $4226.97. And the low is 40.25. I'm going to name this PWH. You guessed right, PWH rather, not PMH. So sorry, PWL. Now this is going to be my focus, this range, you understand? Although the target is going to be here because it's almost at the highest point of the monthly candle, the November month candle. Okay, so let's go to the daily. Let's look in this range. At which point do we think market is going to get to before continue its run up? Now note, there's going to be news events coming up as well. So Monday has what? ISM manufacturing PMI. Tuesday doesn't have a USD news, but we should be cautious because of correlations. Now some pairs move other pairs, and I know most of you know that. And then I don't think AUD is one of those pairs that move gold, but let's just be careful out there because the news that is coming on Wednesday is serious, understand? NFP, non-farm employment change, ADP, non-farm employment change. Thursday is unemployment claims. Wow, Friday. Guys, the news that is coming out this week is insane. Now you should be able to you should be looking to move cautiously in the market, you understand? Yes, so that you don't get liquidated. Now 1D 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 daily time frame. Okay, hey, I'll be sad if I do this thing and then this thing is, the sound is louder than the, not like I'll be sad, like terrified. Be like, so I have to record this whole thing again or more as my eye they close like this or more. Unless the weekly analysis does itself, because okay, so I want to believe price can come all the way here, and because let me tell you why. Because of this trend line liquidity that I'm seeing, and for the news that is coming out this week, there can be a whipsaw in the market. What that means is that price can whipsaw everybody. It can come all the way here, whipsaw the stops, come down, and just be whipping everybody. Enter this range before it continues going up. But I believe as for Monday is going to blow through this high and maybe reach here. But yeah, and maybe reach here. But ultimately, I want to see bullishness in XAUUSD. I don't want to see it come all the way down. You understand? So let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Let me see. 4-hour, please. We don't like stress. Hurry up and come. Okay, there's a lot of resistance here. I don't like to use the word resistance because I don't know, I just don't like to use the support here. I don't like to use the word support and resistance. So yeah, for the week coming, I'm expecting bullishness in price and a close to the candles high. So you can expect this liquidity to be pierced by the next month's high. We trace a bit, maybe somewhere into this range. Okay, I already have this there. Okay, but let me still put it. Yes, maybe get to the high of this rectangle, or let's say touch this line before it continues its run up. So I'm waiting to see what next week has to offer. Maybe it will happen fast. It can happen on Monday or Tuesday, and then use the remaining week to continue its bullish run, its intended bias, direction. Now let's go to BTCUSD. I'm gonna go to the 1 month time frame. Reset. Whoa. Let me see what that is. Okay, yeah. So for those who watch my last video, I said, or I boldly mentioned, BTC is going to show some reaction around this level. It may hit that level and continue going up, or it may get to that level, show a strong rejection and break down, continue going downwards. Now this is our range. Oh. Charlie, I just feel like eating burger. Imagine they did a food and named it burger. I beggar. Charlie. Anyway, you don't understand why I'm saying this. Let me keep it to myself. Okay, so this was a consolidation. Mark out the low of it, and then the high of it. You can see the 50% show a strong reaction. Left another block there. This candle hits that other block, and then we saw the run up, went up, came all the way down, entered this fair value gap. This rundown is supposed to come hit the other block, come all the way down and hit the other block, but we didn't see it come all the way down. So what I'm thinking is price just wants to come and take out this low, you understand? Because I was targeting this. Let's go back to the one month time frame and see. Wow, on the 1 month the other block is all the way here. So I was waiting to see something like this happen during the week, come all the way down, break this low, break this one too, come touch somewhere here before continuing its run up, but I didn't do that. So this is our new range, and then in the previous one I circled this place as an area of reaction. I mentioned that price is going to come here, react a bit, not react a bit, it's going to come here and then try and continue its run up. But I was a bit skeptical because I saw some form of resistance on the lower time frame. By the lower time frame I mean daily. So daily is not a lower time frame, but I came from the monthly and the weekly, so understand when I say daily. So I thought it's going to, yes, I actually marked out this fair value gap because I thought it's going to enter here and then continue its run down, but it didn't do that. It went up, went to take the high out over here, and I'm not sure what it's trying to do, but then let's get into it. Let's see. Now, from years of studying this, there is, to me, right, to my understanding, there is some level of correlation in XAUUSD and then BTCUSD. I mean, think about it. If digital money is going down, that means people are removing their money and putting it in physical money, let me put it like that, or metal money, because they want something they can rely on. What if something happens to Bitcoin? Do you understand? But it has been proven that Bitcoin is not going to crash, because we can see other systems how do we say, adopting the system of Bitcoin and all these things. Yes, my microphone is still on. One time I was recording and my microphone off on me. I spoke the remaining 30 minutes. I didn't know that I was off. Before I realized I want to post the video, I was checking through again if there are any errors so that I clear them from the video. Then I realized nothing, like nothing is. And because I've already connected the device, it was not even recording. You see, it has already blocked there. However you put it, so yeah, previous week high, previous week low. So there's going to be our range. I can go to the daily time frame and then look into this. Sorry, came all the way to this other block, didn't go down, came to about below 50% of that other block. Now I mentioned earlier that there's some kind of negative correlation between BTC and then gold, and I am not stating that on solid facts. That's just something I've seen. It's not even clear to me because I just catch a glimpse of it, because I can remember some of the trades I was in. I was buying gold but BTC was selling. Sometimes so I was selling gold but BTC was buying. You understand? So it's not something I've based off of steady, like back testing it and all these things. It's just something I've seen or I've experienced over the years that I've been trading. So now, what's in this range or in this level is going to give us confidence to take a trade? I would say somewhere around here. Now let's go to the 4-hour. Let me justify this. So again, price was ranging, and then you can see that in the 50 level, at the 50 level there was reactions. Now look over here. I can put it here. I'm trying to show you all the instances where price tried to come to the order block. So over here, that's number one, but here it fell into the fair value gap and valid, because look at where the order block is, all the way here. So valid. So you can also be taking your trades off of the fair value gaps. You don't have to necessarily wait for the order block. And what did they do again? Came all the way here. Feeling sleepy. Came all the way here. Range again, and then we can see that at 50%, what the price do it at 50% was showing a reaction and then started going up. So this is what order block is going to lie. Let's go to the daily time frame. Exactly. So on the daily time frame, you can see this. You can see this order block. Let me use the appropriate. So that's the order block, and there's a fair value gap, and they are all on the daily time frame. So in this PWL to PWH, I'm looking for a reaction from this level. I'm looking for price to come down and then do something from these levels, because on the daily too, it's a ranging market on the smaller time frame, but on the daily, this is how minute it looks like. So yeah, here then you can see the impulsive move upwards. You see, so price is likely going to come all the way down, touch this order block, and then what, continue the run up, at least to take out the high, because I'm not very sure what price is trying to do on gold. But if I see that it takes out this high with impulse, like it's going up, it's showing signs, deep signs of wanting to continue to go up, then we can take our trade off of that. But I believe it's going to go up, because this run on liquidity is not feared. It looks like it's going to be revisited. You understand? It's not hard. So yeah, 4-hour time frame is the start of the fair value gap, and then it will be valid for price to do something like that, because look at all the sell side liquidity resting below these lows. You can hunt it, come all the way inside here, and then so maybe we may see it come to this level. Yeah, I think this level is okay. FVG, yeah, come on the way here, and then boom, start showing signs of bullishness. Now let's go to USDJPY. I did a forecast on it, and then it has not gotten to the levels, because I was seeing USDJPY is likely going to get to somewhere here, and then it didn't give me what I wanted it to give me, so we'll skip this one. Because this trade is still, sorry, this chart is still maturing in the sense that it's maturing to give us pips, you understand. It's much is now in the developmental phase of price action, you understand. This is nothing, it's not any deep information. Let me see if the hold on. Yes. Oh my god. So yeah, it didn't come all the way here, so we are going to leave this. GBPUSD. Now, GBPUSD, very fascinating. It did something I like. So yes, again, order block, impulsive move up, another impulsive move up, down, back to revisit the order block here. So I gave an analysis that GBPUSD is going to rise. Then that rise would happen after I see more signs in price action, and then it did so it came all the way down here. When it came down here, I thought it was going to continue going lower because of the impulse over here, and it was clear signs of wanting to come down. That's why you have to have a bias. If you don't have a bias, you just be following these sharp rapid moves in the market. So it came down and then it started ranging again, and then as smart as I am, or as smart as my mentor has made me or has created me, took the tool, measured the consolidation, look for the 50 level. If I wanted to be an early entry person, I just put this one here, entry here, the 50 level, put my stop loss here, a bit below the level, and then calculate that. That's going to be 51 pips. Yes, I can risk that much. Put my take profit here, and then you can see what happened. But yeah, I'm not trying to be an early entry guy, so you can see that price went up impulsively, range a little, and then came back down to visit the order block in this zone. Now let me go to the daily time frame and see if it's very obvious. Okay, it's not very obvious that there's another block in this zone, but we can use this. You can see that, right? You can use this. We can use it, and this advanced. I'll teach it later. So let's go into it. Let's go to our chart. Yes, in the 2-hour chart, you can see another block here, another order block. Yes, and then put our entry here. This is a much better risk. Put our entry here, put our take profit at the high. Oh yeah, can leave it here too. So what I'm expecting for next week, let me look at it. Wow, next week looks very promising, and I'm thinking price is going to come somewhere here. But before that, let me get rid of these things. So now this is a swing low, so I already know that price is not going to come all the way down here. And then this is a sign of wanting to go up. Also close to the highest point of the candle, you understand. So I'll put this one here as the order block. This is the highest point of the order block. What the fuck is it? I hope YouTube doesn't tell me So the top is 131933. 131933. Yes, and then there's the previous week low, because the new week is coming. So previous week low, previous week low, previous week high was the high 32,689. And the low is 3086. Great. So I'm looking for a zone inside this. Let me go to the daily and see. Now I know that this one is the order block on the weekly time frame. Sorry. No. OP. And let me make it dashed. Okay, so I'm looking for a level inside this one, and then from what I'm seeing here, I think price has already had enough of wanting to go back down, and by wanting to go back down I mean retracement. Yes, that's already had enough of it. You can see that it came here all the way here. There's an order block on the 2-hour time frame over here. You can see that. Yes, so this would have been our new range to be monitoring. Yes, I'll put here RANG. Oh, as my piano stop playing. Okay, still playing. Yes, so that was a short break. Those have been out, so I'm not expecting price to get all the way here, and this is a new order block. Price came close to this place, but understand why it wants to continue going up, because that's already taken out the liquidity over here. X. So yeah, I think Sunday is going to do a small range, it can just shoot up, because price will have to visit this place. It will go up and then visit this place for more support. You can see that it has even come down to mitigate this order block. So order block mitigated. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I think next week is going to be bullish on GBPUSD. So that'll be all for my analysis, and thank you for viewing. Also subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends who want to learn how to trade. Tell them here is where all the sources. Now see you later. Bye bye.